Good morning, everyone. Welcome to One Yard Wednesday. This is my favorite morning of the week. I know I say that on Wednesdays, and now I say this on Saturdays, but really happy that you're here. I'm Colleen from GEDesigns, and with me today is one of the fabulous producers, Mr. GP. Hello, GP.
Hello, everybody.
How are you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
Good.
My partner in crime isn't here.
I know. It's kind of quiet here today.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, one producer. Just one producer. Well, today we have a fun show. Before we get started, just a reminder that the sale prices will be live as soon as the show is wrapped up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. The fabric today is actually a collection from Art Gallery, and we'll talk about that in just a sec. We have two cool quilts on the set today. Right behind Mr. GP is Skyler, and I haven't made Skyler yet, but it is definitely on my wish list. What do you think of Skyler, GP? I do too.
Sorry, can't hear me. I really like Skyler. It's out of the new book, right?
Yeah, it's out of the newest book, Stripology Quickies. Absolutely. I like it a lot. I can't really, I'm going to need to find a really good reason to make that. Maybe only the reason it would be because I really want to make it. The other quilt I really want to make is right behind me. This is Pippa, and Pippa is laying on its side because we wanted to show you the largest dimension of this particular sample. I love Pippa, and as you look at it, you may be thinking, I need a special template or something unique, but you don't. All you need is your Stripology rulers and the book, Stripology Quickies, and you'll get all the details that you need from that. So let's go ahead and ask the question. I've got a question today. So we talked about the fact that our fabric today is from Art Gallery, and we love Art Gallery. It's a spectacular fabric. And the question is, Art Gallery has a very particular sheen to it, which really sets it apart. The question is, can you combine other quilting cottons with Art Gallery? I think you can. What do you think, GP?
I definitely think so, and I would encourage it.
Absolutely. Mix up the texture as well as the prints and the colors and so on. Absolutely. Well, let's look at the overhead camera and let's look at and compare some fabrics from different designers and vendors. So on the table is Art Gallery. This is Nature Elements, and this will be one of the fabrics in our collection today. I picked a few fabrics just to show you, and I know you can't feel it, but I want you to sort of see how these all look together. You can't really even see the sheen on the Art Gallery. It's not like it's a shine or a shimmer. It's just a soft texture that comes from the fact that it's a very high thread count and a fine weave and a mercerized cotton. So let's compare the Moda Grunge, and Moda Grunge has a bit of a bold flavor, a bit of a bold feel to it because it's got some embossing and some other things on the grunge. But again, like you said, GP, I like that contrast. It makes this very interesting. Next up, we have two fabrics from Lewis and Irene. And by the way, this is a One Yard Wednesday fabric from a couple weeks ago, and we still have some of this. If you like this print, add that to your cart today. So the Lewis and Irene prints also are a quality cotton. Like I said, all of the fabrics we have at GE are what we would call quilt shop quality, and so they're going to be a close weave, not as close as Art Gallery, but a nice quality fabric. So bumbleberries, and then this is Autumn Days Fox's Green. We love that one too. Next up is Moonscape. This is Dear Stella, and Dear Stella feels a little bit more like the Moda Grunge, I would say. But again, doesn't mean it doesn't really play nicely with this beautiful Art Gallery. On my right here, this is QT. This is Aura Turquoise. And QT also has, I would say, a sheen feel to it, a very soft feel. What would you say, GP?
Yeah, kind of similar to Art Gallery, but Art Gallery fabrics seem to...
Stand alone.
Yeah, they kind of have their own feel, and from what I've heard, their quilters love Art Gallery.
In addition to the sheen and the tight weave, they don't fray very much. So some fabrics, when you're sewing your seam, the seams are fraying, and Art Gallery not as much. And finally, of course, I love Barbie, so I couldn't help resist picking a Barbie print. This is from Riley Blake. Also, Riley Blake. What are some other vendors that we have? Robert Kaufman, Free Spirit.
Camelot.
Mm-hmm.
We have Wyndham.
I would just say all the fabrics we have are quilt shop quality fabrics, and they are going to play nicely with Art Gallery, and I would definitely mix and match. Love it. Love, love. So that's our question. Well, I gave you a sneak peek of the first Art Gallery fabric. Let's look at the rest of them. They are all nature elements. So let's take a look. First up is Nature Elements Orange Peel. And if you look closely, these are, a medium orange with a darker orange and a lighter orange print in here. And all of these prints will have that same texture. They are all nature elements. So pretty. And I can imagine picking out a collection of these nature elements and making Pippa. I would do that every day of the week. Next up is, way over here, this is Mimosa. And it is the brightest yellow that we have in the collection, and very, very pretty. It does kind of look like a mimosa, I must say. And then we have Antique Gold. That is so, so pretty. I love this. This is really probably of the collection the warmest, because it has that warm gold, a little bit of a brown in here, and then this warmer yellow, butter yellow, very, very pretty antique gold. These would be great backgrounds if you're looking for a background for anything. I think I should move these closer. Next up, this is Lemonade, and it is really almost neon. So it has the yellow, it has the greens in here, and then this almost white. So Lemonade is by far the most neon and bright of the whole collection. And then we have Moss. So now we're moving from the orange to the yellow and gold into green. And Moss is very, very pretty. Very much an interesting medium green with, like I said, the same nature elements texture. After Moss, we have Ocean Breeze. So pretty. So now if I were making Pippa so far, I'd grab the orange, I'd grab this yellow, I'd grab this green, I'd grab Ocean Breeze, and just keep adding. So much fun. After Ocean Breeze, we have Sea Water, so a darker version of that aqua. Love that a lot. And now we've got more variety of color and hue, and they're all looking great together. And after Seawater, we have Caribbean Blue. So again, in that blue aqua family, so cool. And then we have Ripe Plum. So Ripe Plum is just as you would expect, that purple with some different shades of pink in here, and really fills out that darker value for us. I'll need a little more space. We have a total of 13 different fabrics today, and some in 1 yard and some in 3 yard. I'll tell you about those in just a minute. And this one is also so pretty. This one is biscotti. It's very yummy, almost like a eau de cafe, a leche kind of a color. Beautiful. And now here's the first fabric that we have in a 1 yard and also in a 3 yard. This one is called charcoal, and it is a beautiful gray. And I'll put the 1 yard here, or the 3 yard here, to remind you that we have 1 yards and 3 yards. And the 3 yards are the same price as if they were 3 1 yards, right, GP?
That's right.
That's right. And then we have, this one is natural, as you might expect. Very natural color. And we have natural in 1 yard as well as 3 yards. So 3 yards of this will be 42 inches by 108 inches. If you cut that in half, you'd get 84 by 54, which would be roughly the right size for backing for a crib size quilt, or a larger backing if you wanted to do some more piecing. Finally, we have Moonbeam, and that is so pretty. Just this silver gray here as compared to the charcoal over here, but they are all really fun. I am starting to see a Pippa in my future pulling some of these brights and some of these grays. I think it'd be really cool. What do you think about these, GP?
I just love seeing all those colors together.
I do too.
I think the, is it the seawater? The darker blue?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that one the most.
Yep, seawater for sure. Oh boy, that's so cool. Love it, love it. And I do love seeing a whole collection together like this. I like how that looks. So guess what? I have a notion. My notion today is called Iron Clean. And Iron Clean is, as you would expect, for cleaning your iron. It basically looks like a dryer sheet, but it is not a dryer sheet. It has a special web here for cleaning your iron. The technique is simple. You'll put a paper towel on your, or the instructions say a paper towel on your ironing board. You'll put this on top, and then you'll run your iron over this and then down the side. So this should be hanging over your ironing board. And then the edge of your ironing board gives you that extra emphasis, that extra leverage to get anything sticky off your iron. So it says removes fusibles, facings, and sticky residues. And I have used this, and I do a lot of collage, and I do gum up my iron, and so I know for sure that this one will work. So the paper towel, hang this over the edge, and run your iron back and forth on that hard edge of your ironing board, and this will clean it up. So there you go, Iron Clean. Well, I don't have a project to share with you this week. These fabrics, I just, frankly, I didn't want to use any of them up. I wanted to be able to share them all with you. And I think they speak for themselves in terms of being used as blenders, as blocks, as all kinds of things. So I think that you'll enjoy these, whether it's the 1 yard or the 3 yard. Let's take a look at the fabrics one more time. Starting on this end, of course, we have Moonbeam, which is so pretty. In Moonbeam, we have in 1 yard and we have in 3 yard. So 42 inches by 108 inches. And then Natural, also 1 yard and 3 yard. And then the darker charcoal is 1 yard and 3 yards as well. So all of these, like I said, 1 yards and 3 yards. And then we have biscotti, and that's just really warm, kind of like I say, that dulce de leche kind of a look. Love it. Moving up the list here, ripe plum. I like that it gives us that purple hue here. Next is Caribbean blue. So this is the lighter of these aquas here. And then your favorite, GP, seawater. Love it. Love it. Next to seawater, we have ocean breeze. So we've got the sea and we've got the sky, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I really like those blues, even together.
Yes, I do too. I'm thinking Pippa. And then moss. So cool. So cool. For green lovers, you will fall in love with this. And those of you who love other colors, the green just gives you that more of a distribution of the rainbow here. Next to moss is lemonade, the boldest, brightest, most neon of the group. And then antique gold, so probably the warmest of the group. And mimosa, buttery yellow, love that. And then back where we started with orange peel. So well, you know I love orange, but I love all of these. I'm a big fan of art gallery, and I'm a big fan of a rainbow in the same fabrics. So cool. These would be great in Pippa, which is behind me, and they would definitely be a great part of Skyler, which is behind GP. I really love them all. Love them all. The patterns, Skyler and Pippa, are in our book, Stripology Quickies, which is brand new, and it has just been shipped out to everyone. And then don't forget our notion today, which is iron clean. Grab this and clean off your iron. And that trick of rubbing your iron against that edge of your ironing board is a great help. So you won't want to miss that. So that is our show for today. We love that you're here. We're very grateful for that. Enjoy these beautiful fabrics from Art Gallery and all of the collection. Don't forget to look back at other 1 Yard Wednesday fabrics that might still be there. Grab yourself a Stripology ruler, grab some fabric, and you'll see Mr. GP and me again next time. Thanks so much, everybody.